Well, as much emphasis we usually put on the Winston All Stars at Charlotte there, and being one of the biggest events at Charlotte. Well, true may be true, but this is truthfully the main event at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and it's the home of stop number 13 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. We're here today for the running of the Coca-Cola 600. It's set for 60 laps of racing on this mile-and-a-half racetrack. We saw how fast these cars were during the Winston. Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. They may be this fast today at Charlotte, let's put it that way. So that said, on the pole for this race here today at 178 miles an hour, it's Jordan Anderson, car 66, his first pole of the season. He'll be alongside car 97, Zach Rogers, who won the season at Bristol and again at Rockingham. Second row is Quentin Moore in 89, and number 39, Keith Badson, sits alongside. Keith has one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's race. Going to row number 3, it's Rafael LeDuc in car 16. He won the race at Atlanta this season. He's alongside Colton Schwartz in car 51. Next row down has car number 69, Kev Shearer, who won at North Wilkesboro. He's alongside Trent Dunham in car number 1, the Sonic the Hedgehog Sega Chevrolet. Row number 5, has the winner this season. He actually has not yet won this season. He has our second in-car camera in this race here today. It's Seth Cullen, car 25, the Flat Out Racing Network Liberty University Chevrolet, the Vending Series champion. He's alongside Kyle Matthews in car 91, the Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers Pontiac. Next row is car 70, Kat Batson in the Aussie Hair Care Products Ford. She's alongside car 42. It's Angel Navarro and then in the Old Spice GameStop Toyota. Next row down has Levi McIntyre, car 99, the Marvel Studios Zeb Bellringer WWSKF Ford. He's alongside car number 03, Charles Samper, in the Vanilla Coke Chevy. Next row down has car 59, Zachary Fitzwater. He's alongside number 52, Mason Wood. Then it's number 31, Dylan Poteet. He's alongside car number 17, the Tim Hortons Ford of Jesse Turner. Next row down has William Brock in car number 4, the Synovus Bank Chevy, and Joshua Osborne in car 60, the Dodge SRT Pennzoil Dodge. Next row down is number 94, Nathan Orman in the Excite Batteries Chevrolet, car number 94. He's alongside car number 3, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Deaver won the Winston All-Stars this season on this very same track. Can he sweep the leg? Well, we'll find out. Next row down has car 14, Matt McIntyre. He has one of our 3. He has our third in-car camera in today's race. He's alongside number 2, Dylan Young, the Daytona 500 champion. He also won at Texas in the Wawa Universal Studios Outback Steakhouse Ford. Next row down has car number 5, Phil Parker in the Tide Exalta Chevrolet, and number 81, Johnny Gardner in the Ritz Oreo Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 86, Daniel Bouchard in the number 86 Shell Pencil Pontiac, and Cole Baker in car number 11, the Dollar General Toyota. Next row down, Antano Medeo in 36, the Texaco Havilland Ford, and Jessica Shelton in the Canachan TV Ford. Car number 9, going for 3 in a row. She won at Sonoma and California, the last 2 points races of the season. Next row down has car 6, Nathan Hudson in the Valvoline Ford, and number 01, Jack Mitchell in the McDonald's Chevrolet. Next row down, Logan Williams in the Subway Buick, car number 7, and number 93, the Amoco Ultimate Dodge of Zach Winkle. Next row down has number 95, Alex Miller, whose only career victory came in this track, but it was in the Valley Yellow 500 a few seasons back. Number 95, Taco Bell Dodge, He's alongside the man who shocked them all at Talladega this season, Mike Wayne Robinson, in number 28, the Matco Tools Ford. Next row down has car number 43, Mike Becker, who won at Richmond this season, and number 8, it's Rob Evans in the Nibco Menard Chevy. Starting shotgun field will be car number 55, James Sykes in the Texas Pete Sausage Racing with Jesus Ford Thunderbird. His car number is 55. He's alongside starting shotgun Nicky Martinez in the Rudy's Barbecue Muscle Milk Toyota, car number 24. So the field of 40 cars lined up for 60 laps of racing here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And here comes the command to fire the engines for the Coca-Cola 600.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Commands begin to fire the engines today. Here's again our in-car cameras today will be carried by Seth Cole, Keith Batson, and Matt McIntyre. Those are your 3 cameras for today's race here at Charlotte. As the field rolls off a pit road for the pace lap here, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Field rolling through turns number 3 and 4 here. It's a Ford Dodge front row for this race here. Jordan Anderson, for the first time this season, will lead him down to the green flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Coca-Cola 600. Zach Rogers sitting alongside here in the Bang Energy Dodge. Pace car looks off on the pit road as the green flag will fly, and boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls! Jordan Anderson leads at number 1 of this race here. Quentin Moore looks to the low side, goes for the lead. He's got it with the help of Rafael Leduc and Kev Shears. They come off turn number 2. And it's Quentin Moore to the top spot in the number 89 Racing with Jesus Hog Barbecue Sauce Ford. And now here comes Leduc in car 16 as he looks to the low side. Looking to lead a second lap of this race, and he will do so. Car 16 goes to the top spot now. The man who won the season at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Motorcraft 500, another mile-and-a-half track. So Leduc's got the mile-and-a-half program pretty much on form here as Kev Shearer runs in second position now. Third is Seth Cole. Fourth is now going for 4th position is Cat Batson with the help of the help of 99 car of Levi McIntyre. McIntyre's won twice this season. He won at Martinsville and at Darlington as they come to the start-finish line. Lead completes the 3rd lap of this race here, and here comes Kev Shearer for the lead. He's got it in number 69 in the waste management sheets Dodge. Across the start-finish line to go. Cat Batson leads the 4th lap of this race here, and now Levi McIntyre takes the lead now with the help of the 59 car, Zachary Fitzwater, and we've seen speeds already over 190 miles per hour here at Charlotte. Fitzwater goes for the inside, looks for the lead on with the help of Dylan Poteet in 31, and Fitzy's got it coming off turn number 4 here as he takes the SCM Dodge out in front, one of the 2 Intrepids in the field. The other one being on the outside, that green and white car of Kev Shearer. As they go through turns 1 and 2 here, now Poteet looks to the low side, looking for the lead. He doesn't quite get it off turn number 2. And here comes Nathan Orman to the low side, number 94, as he goes low, looks for the 4th position. He's got it, come off turn number 4. And Matt McIntyre behind him in number 14 in the Advanced Auto Parts Pontiac. On board with Matt McIntyre in car number 14. As he looks for position now, he's trying for 3rd now on Zachary Fitzwater. Poteet leads that lap at number 31 as they go through into turn number 1. And Matt McIntyre will push Nathan Orman to the lead now at number 94. But here comes McIntyre to the low side now as they come off turn number 2. Off turn number 4 they come. Matt McIntyre will lead this lap here in the number 14 Advanced Auto Parts Pontiac. Pontiac, one of the 3 manufacturers who's not yet won a points race this season. We saw Chevy win the Winston also race with Cole Deaver behind the wheel. But all in all, points paying wise, Chevrolet has not yet won the season. Neither has a Pontiac nor a Toyota. It's been Ford, Dodge, and Buick this season. That's one out of the 6 manufacturers that's entered in this field this season. Bill Parker goes to the low side, and Parker takes the number 1 spot now. Parker almost was one of the drivers that almost gave Chevy a win this season when he almost won at Atlanta. And Parker looks on the high side here, but going low is Natan Amadeo in car 36, and he'll take the number 1 spot off turn number 4 in the Texaco Haviland Ford. Speed shots a buzz here at Darlington. Where are we, Qualls? Here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as they come off turn number 2, and now Nathan Hudson in the Valvoline Ford goes to the top spot. Logan Williams in the 7 car goes to second position, and now Alex Miller in 95 goes for third position now. As they come off turn number 4, you see the helicopter cam as they come down the front stretch. And that last lap by for Hudson, 189.069 miles per hour, the last lap by the leader. As Alex Miller goes to the low side now, here he comes, goes low, tucks back in behind Hudson as they come down the back stretch. And now Mike Becker moves up through the field in number 43 as he goes to the third spot now. Mason Wood in fourth, and James Sykes in the 55 car tries for 5th now on Logan Williams. And that's what it looks like from the copter cam. That's what the race looks like from the copter cam here. High above the famous Charlotte Motor Speedway as they come down the backstretch here, and now Alex Miller goes to lead, and Rafael Leduc wins the middle here. His car pushed up the track a little bit, but keeps the handle on that 16 Montreal Canadiens Buick as they come off turn number 4. And now Mason Wood looks inside for the number 1 spot here. Miller led that lap. And you got number 2 car, that's Dylan Young, up to the third position now, or trying for third spot now on Miller as they come down the backstretch. He's got Angel Navarro behind him in number 42. There he is in the GameStop Old Spice Toyota. And James Sykes pushes up the track now. Here comes Dylan Young and Navarro as they poke their nose to the low side now. Leduc's behind them, as well as the 93 car, Zach Winkle and Nicky Martinez both making their way through the field now, as is the 8 car of Rob Evans. Coming off turn number 4 to complete the 15th lap here, and Angel Navarro goes to the top spot now. He's got Rafael Leduc to the low side. Navarro leads that lap, and Leduc goes low, and he'll take the lead now or for the time being. But he's got Zach Winkle to the low side in the Amoco Ultimate Dodge. And Winkle moves Leduc up the track as he come off turn number 4 here. And let's see who leads this lap. I think it's going to be Winkle at the start-finish line, I think. Yes, it will be Zach Winkle leading that lap. Speed shot. Poetry in motion at almost 190 miles per hour at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And that's what we're looking at here. As they have completed now 16 laps, they'll be completing 17 this time by. We'll be down to 43 to go here at Charlotte, so plenty of racing left to go. And we should also mention too that there may be a pit stop in this race here. Now, it usually happens within the last 5 to 10 laps of this race, so it could affect the outcome of this race here. Usually it does. But because this is Cup Physics cars here, it may be a whole different story here than it was in last season's race when we used CTS physics. And here comes Fitzwater to the low side, 59, and look who's come to dinner, that number 9 car, Jessica Shelton. She's won the last 2 points races on the season there. She won race number 11 at Sonoma. She also won race number 12 at California Speedway. And she's looking for 300. She's never won a 600 before, and she hopes to do so here today. climbing up in them points is what she is here. Is what she's doing here. And Jessica Shelton will take the lead off turn number 4. And here comes Jessie Turner to the low side in 17. Shelton led her first lap of the race here. Now here comes Turner to the low side. And he'll take the lead now. Takes Danny Bouchard with him in number 86 and 39. Keith Batson behind them. And the Nathan's Hot Dogs Ford as you ride with Keith Batson in car 30. 20 laps in the books here, and now down to 40 to go as you ride with Keith Batson. He's up to 3rd position now, looking to the low side of Daniel Bouchard. See how fast Keith drives this track here. 182 miles an hour off turn number 2. And 189 miles an hour into turn number 3 as they go through turns 3 and 4. 182 off turn number 4. See how fast he'll take it in turn number 1, 189 miles an hour. And that's how fast he'll go into turn number 1. And that lap for Batson, 188.167 miles an hour. And as he takes the lead now, but here comes Johnny Gardner with the help of Kyle Matthews in 91. Gardner goes off turn number 4 in a Ritz Oreo Menards Chevy. And Johnny Gardner leads his first lap. Matthews to 2nd position now in number 91. Kind of unusual to see the Evernham font on a Pontiac, but still. And that Pontiac, if you don't recognize the base on the Kyle Matthews' Pontiac, it's the 1995 Coors Light base that Kyle Petty had in 1995. And Matthews driving a 96 Pontiac in this race. But Matthews now takes the lead now as here comes Mike Wayne Robinson in 28th of Matco Tools Ford. As he goes to the low side, he's got Trent down behind him, a pair of blue cars going at it right now. Natano Madeo behind him, Nathan Orman and William Brock behind him in the number 4 car. And coming up behind Brock is number 3, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevy, the man who won the Winston All-Star race this season. As they come into turn number 1 here, now Robinson leads that lap and he'll move the high side. And now Trent Dunham goes low in car number 1. Traditionally, this race has seen tons of lead changes, and this is a very competitive race here at Charlotte. The last few seasons, since we switched to the 1994 version of this track here, we've seen some excellent racing on this track, and we have also seen some first-time winners in this season on this track as well too. AK. Remember when we saw Alex Miller win his first race here, and also, and this track is also where I believe, I was going to say Matt McIntyre won his first race here, but I think it was at North Wilkesboro when he won that very same season. He won the Meliella 500, and he went 2 in a row, on this track, so that was what I was basically thinking of. He won Wilkesboro, then he came back and won here, the next race on the tour afterwards. Nathan Orman led that lap, and now William Brock goes to the top spot now, number 4 as they come down the backstretch. But here comes Cole Deaver as he takes the Dale Earnhardt car to the low side now. He's got Cole Baker in the Dollar General Toyota behind him, as well as Charles Samper and Nicky Martinez. And Deaver will lead his first lap of this race here, car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Deaver driving the oldest Monte Carlo in the field, a 1999 model. And now Baker goes up the track here. Sanford to the low side in car 03. And now he takes run at Deaver now as they're turn number 1. And Deaver happens to have the fastest lap of the race so far at 191.659 miles an hour. In fact, the top 10 laps all over 191. And now Charles Samper goes low side. He'll take the lead. In 03, Nicky Martinez behind him, as well as Quentin Moore in 89, and Cat Batson in car number 70. Seth Cole going low to turn number 1 now, and he's got Kev Shearer behind him. Rafael LeDuc in 16. Excuse me. Through turn number 3, Kat Batson for second place, and she's got it. And then turn number 1 they come. Seth Cole to the low side as you ride inside Seth Cole's car. And now you look at the roof cam on the Flat Out Racing Network Chevrolet. And now from the rear bumper cam of Seth's machine is now Rafael LeDuc goes to the inside and he'll look for the lead in car number 16. And LeDuc led that lap here in turn number 1 here as now Mike Becker goes low. Halfway home in the books here, or actually we're past halfway home. 32 laps in the books and 28 to go. Here at Charlotte is what's been a very fast-paced Coca-Cola 600. Off turn number 4, Becker squeezes right in front of LeDuc's car. And here comes the pole sitter, Jordan Anderson, in car 66 as he got a speed shot here in turn number 1. And Jordan Anderson goes back to the lead now. He led the first lap of this race, by the way, and he's not led since. But Dylan Pote looks to change that in 31 as he'll, or I should say, looks to keep it that way. I should say. And Pote takes the lead. And now you got 2 Kentucky drivers up to the top spot: Pote from the western part of the state and Osborne in front of the southeastern part of the state. Pote led that lap, but now Joshua Osborne goes to the top spot in car 60. As they come off turn number 2, and now here comes number 51, Colton Schwartz in the Brandt Automotive Chevrolet. Schwartz was one of the 5 drivers who advanced into the All-Star race by via the Winston Open and had a pretty good run in that race, I should say. And he got shuffled back late in the going, I should say, but here in the 600, he looks pretty good right now as he's got Phil Parker behind him in number 5 and Levi McIntyre in 99, the Marvel Studios Ford. Through turns 3 and 4 they come here, coming to complete the 36th lap. We'll be down to 24 to go. Here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, Dylan Young behind him, and now McIntyre is going to push Phil Parker to the lead. Phil Parker, the man they call the Raging Cajun, jumps out in front here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Off the 4th turn, McIntyre goes low on the racetrack here, looks for the lead on Parker. And he'll take it in turn number 1 and take a look at the number 01 car, Jack Mitchell, up to the top 5 now in the McDonald's Chevy. He'll take the top spot now as he brings the Golden Arches up to the top spot now or tries for the top spot here. He's got another fast food giant, the Subway car of Logan Williams. Williams driving a number 7 Subway Buick as they go through turn number 1, and Jack Mitchell's going to take the lead, or tries to. Dips down, he's got the lead through turns 1 and 2. He's got the 7 car of Logan Williams behind him. Through turns 1 and 2 they come now. Logan Williams as the lead now. Here comes Rob Evans, and he's in the 8 car. And another driver was moved up, Mason Wood in 52. He moves up to the high side here, and as he brings the Chubba Hut subs Chevy to the top spot, or up to second position now. He's got the push from Seth Cole in 52, or number 25, excuse me. Mason's driving 52 and Seth's driving 25, so my mistake on that. Williams now still has the lead here in number 7. Mason Wood in 52 to the low side, or tries to go low. Takes a peek underneath the 7 car of Williams as they come off turn number 4. – 41 laps in the books, 19 to go here at Charlotte. Down the backstretch, Cole Deaver goes low, looking for the top 5 spot. He's behind 89 car of Quentin Moore and a 59 and a 93 car of taking the lead now. Zach Winkle in the 93 Amoco Ultimate Machine, and he'll lead that lap. Averaging over 188 miles an hour here at Charlotte. As the laps click off, we're down to 18 to go now. Mike Wayne Robinson up there. James Sykes in 55 is up there. Take a look at the spectator view right there. Charles Sanford in second place now. Mike Wayne Robinson at the 3rd spot now on 28. Back into turn number 1, Charles Sanford now goes to the lead in number 03, the Coca-Cola Vanilla Chevrolet. And James Sykes goes low in 55 car. He'll try for the lead. He's got Fitzwater behind him, Cole Baker, Natano Medeo, and Jesse Turner behind him. Sykes has the lead here. That completes out number 45. We're down to 15 to go now here at Charlotte in the Coca-Cola 600 here. As we mentioned, there's usually a pit stop around this point in the race here, but within the last 5 to 10 laps here, the question is, when is it going to happen? If it's going to happen. Last season we saw it happen with about maybe 2 or 3 laps remaining in the race, and what ended up being a crazy finish to this event. And usually some crazy finish ends up happening too at the 600. I will definitely say that too. Off turn number 4 they come. Amadeo out in front, number 36. So far, nobody's making the attempt to move on into pit road. Jesse Turner jumps out in front now. Jessica Shelton to second position now, number 9. $12 to go. Off turn number 2 now. Here comes number 42. Angel Navarro to the low side. Stays in behind Turner, number 17. And oh, somebody's in the infield. It's Evans and Zach Rogers. And Robbins just takes Zach Rogers and takes him out of the race. And oh, big crash! Jack Mitchell's involved. Zach Rogers involved. What was Rob Evans thinking? Orman's on pit road. As the yellow flag flies with 10 laps remaining here at Charlotte. And what, like I said, what was Rob Evans thinking in number 8 car? And before we get to replays here, we're going to look and see if anybody's going to come down pit road now. Orman's on pit road. Dylan Young's on pit road. He's got some damage to the number 2 Wawa Ford. And here we go. Pit stops happening here at Charlotte. We're going to look at the pit lane view of all those cars. So there's the Navarro's on pit road. There's Keith Batson on pit road. Here comes Dylan Young. He's out of the pits. And here comes Quentin Moore coming in. Jordan Anderson coming in. Danny Bouchard's now coming off pit road in several cars. Yep. A lot of people taking on 2 tires or gas and go. And it's looking like Nathan Hudson, I think, is going to be your leader right now. And we're going to look and see right now what happened to cause the yellow flag to fly. So the first caution of the day did not happen on the front stretch. It also had to come off turn number 4. Nathan Orman came on pit road. And Zach Rogers got up right into Rob Evans here is what happens right here. Now, Evans goes way wide. Now, Rogers saves his car. And here comes... Now, watch Evans. He goes into turn number 1. Goes back up the track. And right into Zach Rogers' car. Taps his 93 car, Zach Winkle. And there's Jack Mitchell. Slams in the wall. Come out turn number... Into 1 and 2. And Mitchell comes back and nails Dylan Young. So that was basically the whole, what caused the whole Holocaust to happen. Nathan Orman was the only one that pitted on this lap. And again, it's happening with 11 laps remaining in this race here at Charlotte. As we go back to live action now. Seth Cole and Colton Schwartz, I think they're about to come in the pit road, I think, or they're coming off turn number 2. Yeah, they just come off pit road, come off turn number 2 now. So pace car's lights are off now. Nathan Hudson is your leader. Second is Trent Dunham. Third is Cole Baker. Fourth position right now is James Sykes. Then it's Charles Sanford, Dylan Poteet, William Brock, Levi McIntyre in 8th. Danny Bouchard in 9th, and 10th is Seth Cole. That's how they run right now. Pace car about to duck off on the pit road. Who's going to pit and who pitted and who didn't? That's going to be the question here. At Charlotte, we saw a flock of pit stops happening on pit road under caution. Green flag back out with now 6 laps remaining. We're going to keep our eyes here on who all's getting ready to run out or not. And oh, Dana Bouchard! Up the track is nails Orman and Gardner! Another crash at Mason Wood! Oh my God! Matt McIntyre involved, Osborne's involved, Martinez, Winkle, Miller, Shear, Matthews. And another crash caused by someone's, I don't want to say stupidity, but it almost looked like it. And it's Mike Becker who's going to be your leader now in number 43. And this race is going to enter yellow or not. Levi McIntyre's involved in number 99. And he spun, I think, coming on the pit Well, I don't know. Well, look at Daniel Bouchard at number 86. They go into turn number 1 right there. He pushes William Brock up the track first off. A lot of people are getting held up by the slower traffic here. Okay, Jesse Turner is who Bouchard's pushing. Turner goes into the wall right into Bouchard. And Bouchard goes all the way down the racetrack here. Yellow flags flying at this point. Bouchard drives up right into Johnny Gardner and Nathan Ormond. And there's everybody else piling in here. Cat Batson, Fitzwater, Deaver barely squeezed through. There's Turner in 17. Meantime, Mason Wood got turned by Keb Shear in 69. Shear crashes right into Bouchard. There's Martinez. There comes Winkle. McIntyre, Miller, Brock. Seth Cole is involved. I don't know if McIntyre got any damage on that whole deal. Osborne comes up the track. And here's why Kyle Matthews spun. Number 91. Alex, and there's the William Brock. He just turns right. He just goes right into Matthews' car for some inexplicable reason, and he goes. And that's probably the reason why we saw the second crash in turn number 3. Because here's how that whole thing started. Schwartz was on the low side of the 51 car. Brock actually turns Osborne, so that's 2 cars William Brock crashed into and spun around. So, good gravy. I mean, this is... And guess what, folks? We're going to get a 1-lap shootout here at Charlotte. So get ready. This is going to be absolutely wild here. Mike Becker is your leader. Second is Angel Navarro. Third is Natan Amadeo. Fourth is Jessica Shelton. Keith Batson's in 5th. Jordan Anderson 6th. 7th is... Seventh is Rafael LeDuc. 8th is Cole Deaver. 9th is Quentin Moore. And 10th is Zachary Fitzwater. 11th is Cat Batson. 12th is Colton Schwartz. Mike Wayne Robinson 13th. 14th is Seth Cole. 15th is Jesse Turner. 16th is Joshua Osborne. 17th is Matt McIntyre. 18th is Nathan Hudson. 19th Trent Dunham. And 20th is James Sykes. That's how they run right now. As we're getting ready for a finish here at Charlotte. 1 lap remaining when the race restart happens here. Will it be Mike Becker? Will it be Angel Navarro, or who will it be? As Dylan Young's the 3rd car in line, but he's a lap down in the 25th position. Green flag flags are back underway. 1 lap remaining. Green and white flags are both out. Mike Becker looking for a second victory this season. He won at Richmond earlier this season as they come off turn number 2 now. Here comes Navarro. Down the backstretch they go down to turn number 3 now. Does Navarro have anything in the 3rd and 4th turns as they come through? They come off turn number 4. They come. Navarro goes to the low side, and he's not going to do it. Off turn number 4, Mike Becker wins the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. What a drive by the number 43 STP Cheerios Dodge. Mike Becker takes the Richard Petty number to victory lane here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Second place will go to Angel Navarro. Natan Amadeo, a great finish, finishing third. Jessica Shelton comes home fourth, and fifth will go to Jordan Anderson. Rafaela Duke sixth. Colton Schwartz seventh. Eighth to Mike Wayne Robinson. Ninth to Seth Cullen. 10th to Keith Badson. Averaging 155.954 miles an hour, thanks to those two caution flags that flew because of pit stop and restart stupidity that's happened here. So 13 races are in the books, and in this race here, as Charlotte here, rest of the finishing order for you here, as 24 cars finished on the lead lap in this race here today. As we see a damaged up Johnny Gardner coming down pit road. He was the last car in the lead lap, finishing in 24th position. Rest of the finishing order for here, Joshua Osborne comes back from being spun out and finishes 11th. 12th will go to Cole Deaver. 13th to Nathan Hudson. Quentin Moore 14th. 15th James Sykes. Zachary Fitzwater, Charles Sanford, Cat Batson, Dylan Potey, and Jesse Turner, the top 20. 21st was Trent Dunham, Cole Baker 22nd, Matt McIntyre 23rd, and Johnny Gardner's mention was the last car on the 11th, 24th. Nathan Orman, with Dylan Young and Levi McIntyre were the three cars to finish a lap down, and they were the last finishers as well too. Orman 25th, Young 26th, and McIntyre 27th. Levi McIntyre it is. And for those two caution flags, 28 on down the 40th, 13 cars out of this race here: Kev Shearer, Phil Parker, Logan Williams, Zach Winkle, Alex Miller, William Brock, Mason Wood, Kyle Matthews, Danny Bouchard, Nicky Martinez, Zach Rogers, Rob Evans, and Jack Mitchell. And there is going to be some temper splitting in the garage area. That is going to be for darn sure. But a big win for Mike Becker as he takes on the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, also on his channel as well too. When you give this channel a subscribe, as well as our other two channels who do NNSCRA series as well too. That being X8675309-858X's channel. That's Dylan Young's channel. He's the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And the other one is Thrashmania899. That's a.k.a. Levi McIntyre. He does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. So be sure to give those two channels a sub. Again, that's Thrashmania899 and X8675309-858X. This is channel, as well as, of course, this channel, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, where it's the exclusive home to Seth Cole's NNSCRA Duracell Cup Series. So that will do it here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway here. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you at Dover Downs International Speedway for the running of the FedEx 400.